Hello friends. Today we are playing Illusion of Gaia. I am Jade the Kobold, and I am an actor, and I am a game designer, and I combine both these things to be a streamer. It's something that I'm passionate about and something that has brought me a lot of joy. Today we're going to be playing a game that I adore, a game from my childhood, a game that I frankly love. At least I did. I haven't played the game in a very long time, and I hope it's as good as I remember, to be blunt. And I'm a little bit worried, because I haven't played it in so long that I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to remember it through like rose-tinted glasses and whatnot. But either way, it's going to be an experience. I'll be voice acting the entire thing, and this is, of course, effectively a live recording. I love all of you who are here in chat. Thank you all for coming and supporting me. If this is something that you enjoy, well, we'll be playing more of it all month long, and let other people know I exist, you know? We will be playing... Looks good here. So this game came out 1993, I believe. My name is Will. A year has passed since I went to the Tower of Babel with my father. My father and his party met with a disaster, but somehow I made it back to South Cape. I still can't believe my father is gone. Maybe I'll never believe it. When I grow up, I'll be an example, and I'll see the world. Somewhere, I'll meet my father. And that's all for today's lesson. You four do your best not to fall behind in your studies. Demons have appeared outside of town. If you go very far, you will make sure you go with your parents, okay? I'll see you guys at the usual place. I have to go home first. I'll catch you guys later. If you don't hurry home, your mother will think that you were kept after school. Like always, the cave by the seashore. Oh, Will, please recite with me. The world shines on brightly through eternity. So this game is a part of a series of games, usually called the Quintet Trilogy, because this game, as you may have seen at the very beginning, is not a Square Enix game. This is before the merger of Square and Enix. This is a this is an Enix game made with Quartet, a studio that made Soul Blazer, a studio that made this, and a studio that made another game that I have never actually played that is a sequel to this. And right out of the gate, we start at Sunday school. We start at a school church. And if we go out the upper door here, we immediately see a portal. A portal into darkness. Into dark space. Where we see this. I am Gaia. I am the source of all life, and I will help you on your journey. Only one with the dark power can see this space, and you are the chosen one. In the dark space you can record a travel journal. Stop there before you depart. Then go. One thing that is interesting, this is a darker game, especially for the Super Nintendo era. This is a game that is not as light and cheerful as many games of the era. But the storyline is extremely compelling and powerful, and I love the fact that the darkness is not seen as evil. There's two different ways of seeing darkness, and in modern media, we almost always see one. We always see darkness as the scary space. It's the space of fear, of creatures of the abyss, of monsters. And I adore this game for having the will, for having the energy, for having the commitment to show the darkness as a place of calm, as a place of peace. And we are of the dark. We are a chosen hero of the darkness. Not of the light. We are not a warrior of the light. We are a warrior of the dark. And I just adore that. Hey, Will, how many times have I told you not to come up here? You got a habit of jumping down. Oh, I can't really stop you. Hi, yep. Oh, that sound effect. Oh, that sound effect. I'm gonna do it again because I love that sound. That sound effect. What's in here? That sound effect just feels so good. I don't know. I should probably like set this as my like a click button on my phone or something. But this click right here. Sorry, that sound alone just fills me with joy. Hold it! Many demons are prowling around outside of town. Didn't your teacher warn you not to leave without a partner or a parent or something? I traveled around people's houses selling weapons to fight demons. We may live in troubled times, but I wouldn't sell a weapon to a child. There is a lot of interesting themes in this game. One of the most notable is age. We are a child, and unlike many RPGs, we are still recognized as a child by most people. We are still seen as a child. I'm worried. There's been a lot of strange merchants lately doing business. The other thing is time. This world is active. This world is alive. People are doing things. This is the kind of environmental world that you usually didn't see. You still don't usually see, frankly. This is something like Oblivion or Skyrim, where people actually have daily habits, except 20 years earlier. This is my house. The pie that Grandma Lola's making smells really great. Welcome home, Will. Dinner isn't ready yet. Go outside and play for a little while, okay? Coming home this hour probably means you had to stay after school again. Excellent. If a boy can't study, should at least show a little initiative. We are not being held angry for being after staying late at school. Now, this right here. I am the Jeweler Gem. I control the 7 seas. What is your business? I just wanted to see you. Is that right? How do you do? Once you hold up the red jewels, you'll have to come running to my place. I am a famous master of disguises. If you saw me in another town, you wouldn't know me. I don't have any red jewels right now, but this is going to be something that's going to be extremely important. And I'll explain why once we find one. Ooh. We open the door and a pot flies right by us. I feel sorry for Seth. I understand why he hates to see his parents fighting every day. It's no joke, that man. I put up with it for Seth's sake, but if it weren't for him, I'd have left long ago. This is a heavy tone for a game, for what was usually seen as a kid's game. This is literally a domestic dispute. A violent one at that, with throwing with things. What's wrong with having a little fun with my hard-earned money? Seth does not live a good life. My astronomer said something very strange. A star is approaching the Earth. This is Lance's house. He lives here with his frail mother. Oh, your father has been lost at the Tower of Babel for a year now. Oh, it seems like only yesterday. We still believe that we can find him. We still believe in our father. He's gonna look around you. We found a red jewel. Perfect. Now, you have some sort of bump. Yeah, Tara's bumping around upstairs. These things happen. Now, right off the bat, we're gonna head back to Gem the Jeweler. I want to give you a red jewel. This is a red jewel. Let me hold on to it for you. There are now 1 jewels in the room. I will give you goods for your jewels as written on the list. At 3 jewels, we get an herb. At 5, we get a defense bonus. At 8, we get a health bonus, strength bonus, psionic bonus, dark power bonus, and at 50, we learn his secrets. Friends, I have never collected all 50 jewels. That is one of the goals of this playthrough. If you're in chat now, and if you're going to be in chat in the future, help me. If I miss 1 jewel, that's going to mean I cannot get the true ending. I have never seen the true ending of this game, despite it being one of my favorite games, despite it being a game that I've played several times. The goal of this playthrough is to learn the secrets. That is the goal, is to find... Whoop, that's the wrong button. That's the goal, is to find gem secrets. My friend Eric lives here. It's the biggest house in all of South Cape. Will is envied by people born to rich families. Oh, it's the little things in life that make you rich or poor. Have you heard any good stories lately? The rich woman saying that that money is not what makes you happy. I love that. It's simultaneously a good message and a bit of irony, a little bit of tongue-in-cheek irony. Can you put the guides for the community to help you on this code? Absolutely. All I ask is that you don't spoil things for people who are watching who are experiencing this for the first time, because several people watching this will be experiencing it for the first time. Everyone is jealous of this big house. Well, it's nothing. We moved to this town before anyone else. It's nothing to you, but it means a lot to other people. I mean, just look at the situation that Seth is in, right? Oh, don't worry, I'm not on fire. It's just a treatment for my sore body. Cleaning this big house every day makes my brain ache. Getting some nice therapy. 3-story house. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! This game is strange. It's like red light, green light? How long have we been playing this? Another major theme of this game is passage of time. This is a game about time. This is a game about time and the passage of it. And that'll become more and more clear as we keep on playing. I'm not going to get into it now because, well, lives are lived, friendships are born and lost. Smells nice. There's no stove, so I'm just cooking in this pot. Wealth disparity. Right in the opening sequence. Oh no! What are you doing? Oh, child, honestly. Well, let's go see our friends. They're waiting for us very patiently. I can't pull it up. Does time pass through plot flags or time played? It passes mostly through plot flags, though many smaller events will be related to time played. Specifically, these little world moments. I mean, this guy coming here as a salesman going around from house to house is nothing important in this town. But in other areas, certain things will only happen at certain times. And certain events will be triggered by waiting. And this is one of the few games where waiting actually is a valid and interesting game mechanic. I know that's a common meme to say, oh, yeah, waiting is my favorite type of game mechanic, where you don't do anything, just sit there. Well, in this game, it actually plays itself off pretty well, in ways that you'll see later. It's not egregious, and, well, hopefully my commentary will be interesting to state that. It was natural for 4 friends to call this seaside cave their second home. Usually when lessons were done at school, they gathered there to talk about and play games and, well, just relax until sundown. Haha, I'm gonna win this time again for sure. What is it, Will? It's late. I'm playing cards with Seth. Just wait a minute, okay? Suddenly, Eric rushed in with a desperate look on his face. News! Big news! The Princess of Edward Castle has run away! They say she came to South Cape! That's all? You came in such a hurry? I thought something really big had happened. The princess is probably that spoiled girl, Kara. You know, the one you like. Liar! The soldiers could come here looking for her. The soldiers from Edward Castle, they look so cool. I want to steal Helmet too. Well, get over here and sit next to Eric. I'm not interested in girls. I like adventures better. I thought everyone would be surprised. Everyone's here. What should we do today? I want to see Will's mysterious power. You haven't seen it? He can move things without touching them. He moved the statue that's in the corner of the cave. Will, show us again. So, this is our power. We do have the power of telekinesis. We can draw things towards us. Oh, if only I could do that. No matter how many times I see it, I'm still amazed. But why can you move a statue when you can't move anything else? Next, pick a card, any card. I'll put down 4 cards face down. You pick the one you think is the ace of diamonds. So we have to pick what we think is the ace of diamonds. And the thing is that I find interesting is that in this game, we control the character. The character has ESP, but we don't. We don't know which of these is the ace of diamonds. But there's fate involved, you see. Whichever one we pick up is the ace of diamonds because the one we pick will be correct. I think that's an interesting mechanic. I think it's played in an interesting manner. Ha, right. I'm speechless. Hey, Seth, this is a psychic power, isn't it? Yeah, it must be some kind of psychic power thing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was magic. Most people have 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. I think Will's psychic power is some kind of 6th sense. What Seth says is a bit too complicated for me to understand. One more game with Seth, then I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna win again for sure. So this has an interesting effect on the world, because we are playing as Will, and Will has the psychic power, so even though we don't, it's represented by us simply choosing correctly. I think they just told us it was a bit late, we should get going home. Can I help you get this up? Can I help you telekinesis? No, I cannot. It's a very limited telekinesis, it seems. And time has passed, and it is evening time. We should get home. Have some nice food. And there's a pig. There's a pig wrecking the room. Why is there a pig in the house? Oink, 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 oink. That's probably better. Oink, oink. Yeah, excuse me? Excuse me? Hamlet, you shouldn't be snorting at strangers. Oh, is this your house? Yeah? So? Frankly, you look a little shabby. What? Excuse me? Your father? No, mother? You're not here, huh? Oh, is this a picture of your parents? My father's an explorer. Oh, yeah, Ullman. They say he was lost, wasn't he? Well, he'll come back someday. Are you sad? No. I'd be sad if it were me. I'm sorry. This is a moment that actually resonates with me a lot, because for those of you who don't know, I don't talk about it often because it's not that important. I was adopted. I was adopted, and I don't feel sad about it. I don't know my birth parents, but playing a game with a character, a protagonist who is also adopted and not sad about it, resonates with me. I've never tried to find my parents, but still, it's one of the little things. Representation matters. In games, in the world, in any media, having something that people, that viewers can represent themselves into, it helps. There's no piano here, but Grandma Lola's a great singer. Oh, they're singing upstairs now. They have such loud voices. I need to work on that voice. They have such loud voices. Yeah, maybe there it is. They have such loud voices. Grandma, what's going on? Welcome home, Will. When I sing opera, I lose track of time. Oh, dinner's not ready. Sorry. We haven't sung like this in a long time. Grandma Lola used to be a singer. I fell in love with her voice. That's why I married her. Oh, you bringing up a thing like that? You shouldn't be surprised to hear that, Will. The girl who was singing with me a minute ago. No! A scream from downstairs. Oh, it's that girl screaming! Princess, I've been looking for you. I don't know you! Be gone! What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head? Why do I care if you would lose your head? Princess! Do you think I have nothing better to do than to chase you down? I have to take you home. It's the king's orders! I love how imposing the guards are. They're just portrayed as being like a dozen centimeters taller than just everybody else in the room. I'm sorry, I lied to you. I'm King Edward's daughter, Kara. Will, I feel as though we've met before. As if we'll be good friends? Weird flex, but okay.
Huh, so that girl likes to play practical jokes, is it?
Edward Castle. There's a big viaduct under the castle. Your grandfather designed it. Wait, really?
I used to be an architect. There's a prison under the castle, too. I built it like a maze to keep the prisoners from escaping. I feel bad that I built a prison where people disappear and are never heard from again.
Oh, enough serious talk. Let's eat dinner. I made a delicious pie. Let's sit at the table upstairs, okay?
Well, do you think Lola's meals have been a little strange lately? Last night, licorice and rice. Before that, mouse fritters. I can barely stand it anymore.
Licorice and rice. Maybe not licorice, but I could see like fennel or anise and rice. Like I could kind of get into that. I'm kind of okay with that. Mouse fritters? What is it? Fritters deep fried, right? So it's basically a deep fried mouse. As long as you don't, I don't know how you would strip the bone off that, but if it was boneless, I could, you know what? It's okay.
Sometimes old people, if they're surrounded by problems, they get a little forgetful. Maybe there's something bothering her that we can't talk about with her? I don't know.
We sat down to a feast of snail pie with whipped cream. Okay, I'm okay with snail pie. Real talk. Snail pie? Fine, I'm on board with that. But with whipped cream? Not that one. I only got one piece, but Grandpa Bill ate half the pie. That night, Will dreamed of Kara, and he took a trip around the world. They do jump between first and third person in an interesting way. I had a bite. That night, Will dreamed. No text change in the color. There's a blurring, and I believe it to be intentional. There's a blurring between the narrator and Will. Will is simultaneously in the world and above it, as in a narrator's voice. And the next morning, something began to happen.
I had more of that snail pie for breakfast. Don't worry, I left you a slice.
Good morning, Will. A letter came for you from King Edward.
Bring the crystal ring from Omen's Things to Castle Edward. King Edward.
This is a very rude message, right? This is a message from a king, so this is not a request. This is a dictate. This is an edict. And there's no civility. There's no, hey, dear whoever, no thank you for your for your loyalty to the crown. This was written in a stern hand. I've been in a bad mood ever since I saw this letter. Will, I'll teach you a spell. When I'm upset, humming this tune makes me feel better, okay? Lola hummed a strange melody. It's pretty. Even though Will had never heard it before, it seemed oddly familiar. Is the audio coming in through well enough? Let me get the audio a bit higher. You can hear it? That's good. And more is going on here, similar. But let's check on people first. I think a lot of the text is going to be the same. I envy you when I see the sea breeze blowing through your hair like that. Not like mine under this scarf. Yep, looks like most of the dialogue is the same here. But let's check on Seth. Is this the same? Yeah. Is Seth down here, maybe? Let's hope.
Even if I move to another place, I can't pull it up.
Well, we can't help him, it seems. There are 3 red jewels. I have found 1. I'm gonna win again for sure.
It's a day off from school. Let's just have some fun.
Ah. The bell tower. Ooh, hello. This guy moved. He lifted the strange teapot. And there's a red jewel. And yes, I did almost forget the bell tower one. So that's going to be in... There it is. We got the red jewel from the bell. And let's immediately turn these into the jeweler. Here. You've collected more than 3 red jewels. According to the list, you get an herb. Thank you very much. Alright. Let's go see about... Okay, we need to check our room. Do we have this ring? Is this something that we own? I don't think we do. And a ring is, of course, very significant. It's not like modern times where it's more cosmetic. In a medieval time period, a ring as a signet ring is either it can be used as a symbol of office, a symbol of ownership, a symbol of... Well, it can be used as a symbol for lots of things.
Oh, King Edward's summoning you to the castle? Well, okay, but just be careful, okay?
Thank you. Let us go to Edward's castle. Let us mode 7 our way there.
This is King Edward's castle. I must report this intrusion.
Will show us a letter to the guard.
Oh, you're a guest of the king. I'm sorry, you may pass. King Edward is having breakfast. Please wait a while before you enter.
Well, we don't want to interrupt his breakfast. That would be extraordinarily rude, so we'll walk around a bit. Recently, a hunter was hired. I wonder what the king's thinking. Hiring hunters... So, hiring a hunter is a pretty normal thing, right? But there's different definitions of hunter. Okay, I imagine there's probably a gem in here. It seems like the place I'd hide one, at least.
This is the underground prison. Innocent people can't enter here.
Oh, wow. This is the underground prison. Innocent people can't enter. Oh, I love his conviction. I love his conviction. Oh, we found somebody hiding back here. Don't raise your voice. Oh, yeah, they were shirking duty behind there. We got one. That's good. So, your will? You were summoned by King Edward? Well, be careful when you meet with him, okay? Always listen to the serving staff. And this isn't true in general. I mean, one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got is if you're on a date, pay attention to how your date, not how they treat you, because they're going to be on their best behavior for you. Pay attention to how they treat people who they might think are beneath them. Pay attention to how they treat the serving staff. Pay attention to how they treat the waiters, the waitresses, the busboys, the clerk at a movie theater. Wherever you're going, if it's a public place, pay more attention to that, because that's going to be more honest about how their attitude will be after the novelty of dating a new person wears off. So when the maid here says, be careful when you meet him, I put a lot of value in that line.
I love you.
Well, he's shy. I'm glad that somewhere in the world there's someone who's thinking of me. Me too. Look at that parallax background. I love it.
This is the princess's room. Strangers cannot enter.
Who is it? Oh, a guest.
No, this is just a shabby boy, princess.
Hey, it's me, Kara. Oh, that voice. Let him in, or I'll tell everybody your old nickname.
Oh, pardon me. Please enter.
I take that as being playful. I like it.
I'm at a loss.
You, yesterday.
I was told to bring crystal ring to King Edward.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. My father's trying to take something important from someone again. I've escaped the castle before, now they won't let me go out. And something strange has happened in the castle recently. My mom hired a famous hunter. It's kind of ominous.
Princess, let's go.
I feel scared. My mother and father, they seem to have changed. Please save me. Take me out of here.
Princess?
Please come back, Will. Ominous, but they are the king, and, well, we have to respect their royal station. We don't have a lot of choice. We're a little peasant boy.
The interview room is before you. Take the stairs to meet the king.
Yes, sir?
So, your will. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go see King Urud. If you want to keep seeing the king, keep your wits about you.
Let us pay our respects to the queen. The king sent you the letter. Talk to him. Yes, your majesty?
Your will? You look so shabby.
Actually, I need to be a bit more imperial.
Your will? You look so shabby. Well, did you bring the crystal ring?
No, we don't have it.
How dare you say such a thing to me? Guards, throw this impudent weasel in the prison! Then go to Will's house and find that ring. Yes, sir.
Majesty, save me! Did you say ma'am? I automatically corrected that in my brain to your majesty, but no, he said ma'am instead of your majesty, which didn't help his case. Edward's prison. I wonder why I have to suffer so. I wonder what will become of me now. I have to think of a way to get out of here. And here we have one of the first moments of time that I was talking about before. There really is nothing I can do here. We are genuinely trapped here. And as much as the gamer in you is going to say, is there something I can do? Is there something that I can do? This moss has seen the thousands of prisoners come and go. Those prisoners must have been encouraged by any sign of life. No. It's locked. We are stuck here. And the game makes us wait. And in a very effective way, we need to feel that we are imprisoned. Not long enough to lose our interest as a player, but long enough to recognize that the game is saying, you do not have control here. Your character is not in control. A soldier's whisper comes from the ceiling. It's today's ration of bread. Even moss drinks water. Will taste some of the bread. The bread is hard. It's the worst thing he's ever tasted. For some reason, he really misses Grandma Lola's creative cuisine. We have to think. How cruel is it for this game to do one of the most dastardly things imaginable and force you to be alone with your own thoughts? Time passes slowly, but the long day is ending. It pains me to think of the prisoners' feelings, not knowing what they should do. Well, I was trying to think of a way out, and I just drifted off to sleep. It's not a long time, but like I said, it's long enough. And without, and without a streamer to keep you company, it's much worse. Will, this is your father. Father?
You were a cute child, but now you've grown up. Isn't Grandma Lola's pie delicious?
Sure, Dad. Where are you?
I can't tell you that now. I have something to ask of you. Will you listen?
We have the choice here. We can say no. The game will let us say no. I will say yes, though. Because this is our first chance hearing him, and we have expressed that we do miss him and that we want to see him again.
I want you to save me. I, too, was once held in this cell. Look at the left-hand wall.
This?
Have you heard anything from Grandpa Bill?
Grandpa? Well, I heard he was an architect.
But Grandpa knows the secret of that stone.
Secret?
Starting now, you will encounter a terrible thing.
Do I have to?
Pick up the stone for your enemy left. This power is the crystal. It is contained in there. This power will prove to be your ally, and you must make a pilgrimage to the ruins of the world and find the mystic statues. The closer you get to the crystal, the stronger the evil power will be. Quickly! Incan ruins!
The flute's voice fades and disappears. And we are stuck here alone once more. Oink, oink. Hello. We weren't stuck for long that time. Wait, is this Kara's pig? There's a letter and a key tied to its tail. The letter reads, I am sorry to hear that you're in prison. It's terrible what my father's done. But hear out what I have to say. I too am a prisoner. I am in a prison of silk and gold. But tonight I leave the castle forever. You will also be free. You have the key. And here's our inventory. First of all, we can send this red jewel. Fly to the jeweler gems in any ray of light. So we can send the jewels off to Gem anytime we have them. We have Lola's Melody. Doesn't do us any good, but we have it. And we have the prison key. As soon as he turns the prison key, the steel door opens with a dull sound. Fortunately, we see a portal of the darkness here, but look at how it's portrayed. In this area, even the portal of darkness appears to be shackled. Just really good environmental storytelling. Do you see why I like this? I'm sorry. It'll happen again. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I will give you some advice. When you defeat all enemies in an area, you will get a jewel to increase your abilities. Press the start button, you can see the locations of enemies. Find the demons and defeat them. Gaia serves both as a voice of direction and deity, as well as, in the beginning, your tutorial of mechanics. And right here is interesting, too. We can see this, actually, can you see? Yeah, you can see this. There's a guard in there. We don't know why, but there's someone in there. Makes you truly feel the character? Absolutely, it really, really does. And this is a Super Nintendo game. This game... let's unequip the key. There we go. This is a Super Nintendo game. I bought this game on release. I bought this game on launch day. It even came with a t-shirt. It came with a t-shirt that I still own. I'll have to take a picture of the shirt sometime. But I didn't even know that was a new game. I just saw it at the store and was like, this sounds awesome. I want this. And I had some money from like mowing lawns and whatnot. So I bought the game. So enemies don't respawn. When you defeat all the enemies, a jewel will appear. Enemies die. They are not permanent, but you must kill all of them to grow. There's no experience system, but if you leave a room and you have not killed all of the enemies in that room, you will permanently miss out on stats. The way you level up is through being a completionist. You do not have to, but I mean, I want to anyways, because, well, that's how you level up. Our basic attack is this little swish forward. If we attack and then press the button afterwards, we will do a pouncing attack, which does 2 hits. 2 damage, rather. Certain enemies will trigger world events. and we are just a little kid whapping things with a flute. If we press start, we can see where the enemies, or the demons if you will, are on the map. Ah, there is an enemy here. I thought there might be. Got him. You wore your t-shirt out? Nice. This game came out around the same time as Link to the Past. It's roughly the same time period. Not with precision, but... Ah. There's our lock and our strength increase. Especially in the early game, each of these increases is vital. You can also see how many treasure chests there are in the room as well. Now we're hitting for 2 hits. What is this? Hey, what are you doing? And the game already taught us earlier that we can move statues with our mind. So this is just, you know, it's been tutorialized. Okay, little... Come here, the demon will get you. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit. I was trying to talk to you. My talk button might hit you once in a while. I apologize for that in advance, weird little dandelion. You go dandelion? I guess you're dandelion. There are iframes on that pounce. Attack and then jump. Not only has a gap closer, a range closer, it also does have iframes, which is interesting. Nice. We can one-hit those with the pounce. So there is the prequel to this game, Soul Blazer, which I played last year. And I will not be streaming that, and didn't plan on it either. I played that on my own time. This is a way of relaxing. Now here we could advance forward. Obviously we're not going to because, well, we got loot to get. Come back here. I know you're here. There's our defense bonus. Your defense has increased. Very nice. I will say, Soul Blazer is an interesting game. It is not a good game. Soul Blazer, as a game, it's rough. It's rough around the edges. It's not terribly well signposted in what you're supposed to do. And the combat is, frankly, terrible. The combat in this game is fantastic. It works well, it's simple, but there's no question about whether your hits are going to connect. There's no really cheesy moments. You have a little bit of technique that you can apply, if you know understand what I'm saying. Whereas in Soul Blazer, the combat is painful. It's really, the combat in that game is atrocious. And I never played that until this past year. It is a very interesting story that I enjoyed. I'll get into that at later times. It was a very early Super Nintendo game. And we found an herb, which kills everything in this zone. Let's switch this back. Little tutorial on how switches work. Easy as. Are there enemies here? Yes. There we go, and we'll grab these things. Got him. Oh, right. And yeah, I'm going to be checking the pause menu to make sure I get all the enemies fairly often. These are not enemies that can be defeated, these are traps. Sometimes it's not always clear what's a trap and what's an enemy, especially when they both move in an erratic manner. Okay. Alright then. What are... It won't go. Maybe it's rusty. Well, it's a pretty easy puzzle. I already have figured it out. Bonk. Good. Also, just from a game design angle, this game does a lot of things extremely well. It takes the idea of an experience system and changes it, right? This is not an experience system. I'll actually do this first, where I beat all the enemies first. Well, I don't need to. I'll take care of the switch. Bonk. There we go. And what is this? When you defeat enemies, a shiny silver dark gem will always appear. If you collect 100 of these, you gain a life. Even if you're defeated, you won't have to go back very far. We found a wisp! Supernatural things explain the game. A red jewel. Nice. Pillar, dungeon behind the doorway. We got that. Chest in the dungeon behind a doorway we got. And then there's going to be a chest in the dungeon. Thank you. No! This is boss adjacent. There we go. Our HP is increased, and has restored us to full health. Oh. You are... the flower in the corner. Try playing the flute. Play the melody. We have the melody. We can do that. First of all, let's send this off. Send that off to Gem. I should keep all the ones for the level in here, the same place, shouldn't I? There, that should help make the audio a bit better. Go try the switch on the right-hand wall. Is that too high? Always let me know if there's an audio issue. Or if an a possible audio improvement, shall I say. The door won't open unless you push the switch on the count of 3. When I shout, push it. I'll do a count 1, 2, 3. Don't make a mistake. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the wrong button. Wait, I told you, you have to push them at the same time. The door won't open. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Door's open. Go in. I'm sure that sound is fine. Let us switch off the, there. We have we can't get to that. But we have a bunch of other enemies to deal with first. Probably one of them, if we see an area that's locked off like that, pretty good odds... Ooh, ouch. Pretty good odds that beating enemies in the area will open it. Nothing yet. And there's something over there. Okay. Well, we'll have to go the long way. Ah. That did something. Ooh, that's a dark space portal. Nice. There we go. That didn't do enough. A new pedestal. It looks like you're hurt. Close your eyes. I am Gaia. I am the source of all life. I will give you some advice. Your shape is only temporary. Try standing in front of the statue next to you. Will hears a voice in his head.
Will, I've been waiting a long time for you to come. I am Frieden. I am eternal. Let me help you on your journey. As time goes by, you'll come to understand my nature.
Will gradually loses consciousness. There's a question about whether this will... There's a question of whether what this means. We lose consciousness. We are not Will right now. We are Frieden. A completely different character. And a knight. Now, I love the name Frieden. If I go back in, we see a pedestal of Will, and we could change back. But we're not going to, because we're going to be Frieden for a while. Frieden is a knight and Will is a child. Frieden also has reach. Well, we do share an inventory, and we arguably share something else. Frieden is a unique entity. Now, I want to talk about the name for a second, because the name itself is fascinating. Frieden is not actually a common name, but if you look at his style, has the blonde flowing hair. Well, he does have a bit of a generic European-style armor. The hair looks more Norse, and the name would also be Norse. Frieden would be quite literally translated to a freed Dan. That is to say, somebody named Dan who was in indentured servitude or possibly a slave who is now free. Why? Well, but it's a good name. Without telling the player the lore behind the name, it has an inherent meaning to it. With only a cursory understanding of, the language, you can understand something about this character. And, well, he's super cool, right? And you'll also notice that the first couple of enemies that we faced after we gained access to Frieden, we one-shot. We killed that skeleton back there in 2 hits, and we killed the bat in 1. This is a good way of highlighting to the player, hey, Frieden is more powerful. Mechanically, he only does 1 point more damage than Will. He only does a tiny bit more. But he has wider reach, he has a very strong attack, he's less mobile, he doesn't have that dash close, that pounce attack that Will has. But, well, he is strong. Undeniably so. And, well, that comes across very well in the organic gameplay. In just the way they made the level, he feels strong the moment you get him by giving you enemies that you can just crush. And then giving you a difficult enemy that you can still smite pretty readily. It's damage breakpoints. By having an enemy with 6 health, and on Will we have 2 damage, so he just takes 3 hits. By doing 3 damage on a strike, we get it in 2 hits. The damage breakpoint between the two just feels better. It's not the 1 point of damage, it's how many attacks it takes to kill an enemy. I missed a small orb back there? Oh, oops. Thank you. Small orbs, oopsies. Small orbs are not critical, but I do want... Wait, where? Hello? Don't see. I disappeared. Ah, that's fine. The red gems are the critical ones. Those are the ones that I will drop everything and go back for if I'm in any threat of missing one. Is this a red gem? It is. Let's immediately send it off. And again, our internal monologue is blended between Will and the narrator. Will is the narrator's voice, remember? Which I like. Basically, things have meaning. When the enemies are destroyed, Will can return to his original shape. Also, you could also read this... You could read this as magic. You could read this as dark magic. You could also read this as a disassociation, as another entity taking over us, either in a multiple personality or a plural sort of way, or in a possession sort of way, but in a positive way, like in a possession sort of way that is only there to help us, rather than a demonic one. But as soon as we are out of the dungeon, Frieden is no longer needed. Frieden is eternal. But this is Will. And that was the prison back there. I got the 3 that you had called out. Quick check back. What did I find? I did find a red gem here. saw you. I'm surprised, but I should be this. You know what? This should be falsetto. This should be a head voice. I saw you. I'm surprised. You can change your no. Head voice is way too much. You can change your shape like me. I'm Lily. I'm an Atori grill protected by a flower spirit. How do you know a melody that you could only have heard from us? I learned it from my grandma Lola. She hummed it whenever she was upset. Oh, Lola, I've had some of her pie. It's rather unusual, isn't it? Wait, you know my grandmother? Actually, she asked me to come rescue you. The Elder's calling. I have to go. We will meet again. Goodbye, Will. She turns into a dandelion puff and flies away. So we got a barrel gem. If I did miss any gems that I can't get by backtracking, I will catch them between episodes. But I appreciate you guys letting me know of anything. Check. I will say I was nervous setting this game up because I haven't played this game in an extremely long time. And I was worried that my memories were going to be rose-tinted. I was worried that my memories of this game were going to be memories of how good it was when I was young and that it wouldn't hold up, right? You go back and watch Power Rangers, and it's good in a camp way, but it's not actually as good as you remember. You go back and you watch, Pirates of Dark Water, and it's like, okay, this is kind of cool, but it wasn't the amazing hype thing it was when I saw it when I was a kid. Nostalgia has a way of making you forget the things that were actually corny, or even sometimes outright bad, of things that were in your past. I'm very glad to see that so far this game is as good as I remember. So, at least so far. We've already been in here, but we're gonna go up and see Kara. Are you cool? Are you gonna take Kara out of the castle? Don't let the king find you, but please, take care of the princess. Oh wait, let's see if that sleeping guard is still here. Oh yeah, he's there asleep. Fair enough. I'm interested that's the same dialogue. He's asleep. Cool. Kara? So, funny story. Oh, you've come. Thank you. Was the guard asleep outside? His nickname was Old Snorehead, sleeping again. Your little pig came... Oh, his name's Hamlet. Cute, isn't he? He's very smart. He has some sort of strange pig power. Okay, anyways, could you take me out of here? Alright, time to abduct a princess. I'm sure this is gonna go great. I'm sure the king's gonna be totally cool with this. You have anything to say? No. No guards at the entrance. Let's not tempt fate and talk to anybody. Oh, wait! It'll be a long trip. We should take some food. Would you go to the cellar with me? Okay. I mean, I got some bad memories of that place. It's kind of, but sure. I love this detail. I love the detail of going to the cellar to get food for a long trip. It's the kind of detail that would be overlooked in a more grandiose game. But, you don't prep for food in a Final Fantasy game. You don't take rations in Skyrim, usually, unless you have mods to force you to do it. You found a large, yummy roast leg of yak. Okay, everything's ready. Let's go before the soldiers find us. You got it, Kara. At last, we leave. Let's go to your house. I'm worried about your grandparents. They hurry to Will's. We have to mode 7 our way there. I haven't played this game in so long and I love it. And, okay. Oh, it got flipped. What's happened? It's awful. Who would do such a thing? My grandparents? Grandpa Bill? Grandma Lola? I'll look upstairs. Will, something's happened. What happened? Look at the wall. This merc? A jackal. The jackal's here. The jackal? He's the hunter hired by Mother. An evil man who will stop at nothing. Once he starts after you, there's no stopping him. He has no regard for human life. My grandma and my grandpa? Don't worry, you two. Oh, you're the one who... Who are you? I'm Will's friend. Lily, do you know anything about this? It's okay. Your grandma and grandpa are safe. They're in my village. Your village? Itori village. I've never heard of this village. Naturally, my village has a barrier around it. Ordinary people like you can't see it. Let's go, Will. Okay, I'm going too. Oh, no, it's... I gotta figure out a better voice for this. Maybe I should just go into falsetto for this. No. It's far too dangerous for a princess. That sounds terrible. You can't stop royalty. I do whatever I want. Typical of a princess. I think something good's going to happen. Before we go to my village, should we meet the townspeople? We might not be back here for a long time. So the hunter was not an animal hunter, it was a bounty hunter. And we already know what the king is after. A signet ring that we don't have. A signet ring that we are being accused of not having. I'm worried. There's a lot of strange... Yeah, okay, so... Let's just see if there's anything new under the sun. No one here has anything new to say. Nothing has changed for the people. What is it, Will? Looking at your face. I wonder if you're plotting something again. Hey, Will. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the same thing. Can we access freedom here? I don't see why we could, but I want to see if his pedestal's here. Nope, it is not. And yes, there's a lot of people in here who are experiencing this for the first time, so I appreciate you all not not putting spoilers in. We got a defense orb. Now, I think this is interesting itself, because defense force is something that we've only been able to get through the power of darkness, but this person just hands it to us. Hey, can give you this defense. It is a question of, is this mechanics? Is this a game mechanic that finding gems levels up your character? Or is that related to his secrets? I actually don't know. I actually have no idea. Nothing new here. Nothing new in general, and actually that's more concerning than anything, right? It's more concerning to me that nothing has changed despite our grandparents going missing and being flipped. Having their entire house flipped over. And the other kids. What happened, Will? You look so gloomy. Is something you can't tell us about? What's the matter? You're not acting like the same old Will. That's it. No one knows or cares. They're living their own lives. We're their friend, but... let us move forth. Oh, nowhere to go. Who do we need to talk to? Who would listen to us? Who could we trust? Maybe Eric's parents? You're still getting your body treatments? Or is this another time gate? Yeah, nothing's going on here. Life is continuing on as normal, which is interesting. Well, let's talk to everybody. We've already got the gem that's in here. There's nothing else down here. Seth's parents won't help us. Gosh. Where is Seth? Oh, that's Seth there. Lance, Seth, and Eric. Okay, so we got everyone here. I'm worried about the guards. Let's go look at our house again. Maybe we missed something in there. Probably. Maybe we do have the ring. Oh, hello. They've put things back in order. We just had to leave for a certain amount of time. Let's talk to you first. Okay. Yeah, we're ready to go. No, from here on there will be many hardships. You're nitpicking. And that's what I expected. Have you ever been outside the castle? Crazy girl. Are you totally ignorant of the world? Will's my friend, understand? Hey, Will, you're my friend, aren't you? Huh? We're going to the village? Are you gonna be cool? I'm going with you. Let's go. Together, the three set off for Lily's village. I don't know, I suppose, if the fact that nothing has changed in the people of that land is an intentional choice to show that everyone else's life is going on despite the atrocity that happened to you, or if it is just nothing's changed, or if it is just, a simple programming thing of not writing new dialogue for everybody. Because of the nature of this game, I'm inclined to believe that it's an active choice. This is my village. You're probably surprised that there are no houses. Well, play that melody that you played to me before. Wait, where are you going? Play the melody here. I almost certainly will go silent every time that melody's playing. The melody carries over the wind and spreads across the meadow. It's a Fey village. Surprised? There's a barrier around the village. Most people can't see it. The princess is gonna be a bother, though. On the road, all I heard was, "My feet hurt and I'm thirsty. I'm tired of it." Well, I can't help it. My feet hurt. Well, okay. Come with me. I'll show you my house. I need to solidify these voices. Ooh, there's a red gem. There's the log gem. Log pile. I gotta get better solidifying on these voices, because they're gonna be talking together. I need to have them more distinct. Should I go with? Yeah, I think I might go with the head voice for Lily. I don't love it, but it might be work and help distinguish her from the princess's voice. The Incas who lived here were a tribe without a written language. Their legends are left in song. Even in seemingly meaningless melodies, there is a message. I do want to... Okay. Another thing I want to call out is it's easy to forget how recently it was that we could get translations. At all. Like, whatsoever. It is a fairly recent thing for us to be able to get translations, the reliable translations of other languages. It's wild to think, but like even in the 80s and 90s, translations were a wasteland of mistranslations, horrible pseudo-translations, and mix-ups. Now go back hundreds of years. Go back thousands of years. If someone spoke a different language from you, it would be mostly inscrutable unless you happen to grow up across both cultures. Now, this is also partially to say that there might be a few things in this game that are a little bit insensitive towards the Inca or other ancient civilizations, because this was written by an Eastern civilization that doesn't have a firm understanding of a lot of the places that they're talking about because of 1980s and 90s translations. But also to say, just in general, isn't it wild to think that we only have had reliable translation tools for the past 50 years, 40 years, 30 years arguably? That's insane to think that recently we would have completely fractured and nearly intelligible translations if you were trying to consume media from another culture. Whether it was Japanese or French or anything else. Yeah, even in the 90s, translations of anime were comically bad. And translations of video games, well, we are coming off very recently of the in this time period, we're just coming off of the translations of like Ted Woosley and other translations that are rife with errors. The world in general hasn't had that long of good translations. There are no other children Lily's age in the village. Please become friends. Will, come over here.
Oh, you're safe. We're good.
A terrible thing happened to us. A man called the Jackal. He came to the house with some soldiers.
Yeah, and he almost got us, too.
Grandpa panicked. I destroyed the digestion with some poisoned marsupial pie. And I ran away. Lily, thank you. Oh, I didn't know that Princess Kara came here, too. Well, we didn't ask her to come along. Well, this is my house. You can look around the village, but then come back here. I should get into it. Well, this is my house. You can go around the village, but please come back here. I hate that. Wait, I'll go too. I'll work on those voices between episodes. Whee! Let's go talk to our grandparents. Well, let's look around the village first, because that's probably going to make progress plot. She has rat poison in her kitchen. I mean, everyone does, right? It's a pretty normal thing to have in your kitchen, actually, because that's where you need to have it for the rats. The ruins are an ancient tomb. Why can't you leave them alone? I didn't desecrate anything yet. Well, I desecrated a prison, but to be fair, it had it coming.
Many people leave here to gather ink and gold. But those who set foot in the Incan ruins, many of them never return.
Now, if I recall correctly, the next gem... Ooh. Oh! It said that a messenger appeared here when the ancient world was about to be destroyed. Then, all around the world, disease and famine began to increase. This planet has always been peaceful. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I will give you some advice. Will's power, the psionic dash, can destroy obstacles. Always be alert. If you find a suspicious place, try to destroy it. Okay, I'm game. I'm saying psionic instead of psycho just because psycho has some other connotations that are a bit more rude. You know, psycho can be used as, I don't know if slur is the right word, but can be used as an insult. Whereas this is psycho as in psionic. We use the word psionic a lot more now. So I'll probably be saying psionic in place of psycho because this is the original game. And on that note, again, I do have the original cartridge, but I am playing this on an emulator out of convenience. And there's also a slight graphical blur in the game that I think is very pleasant to look at. We tested it out when we did the Breath of Fire playthrough last year. It keeps the original intent of the pixel art very nicely. While not looking as retro, this filter keeps the pixel art looking good while keeping it a little bit more true to its original form. You know, I could pull up the... Hold on. You can smash walls and obstacles by hurling yourself against them. Use the attack button and save energy. Sure. Let me just head outside and let me show it off real quick. This is just something that I want to highlight, mostly to explain why I'm doing it. If you look up pictures and screenshots of this game, you'll see it be a lot more crisp of the pixel art. This isn't a remake or a remaster. So I just want to put two things on screen really quick here. The first is what we think of as good pixel art. And it is. It's fantastic pixel art. This right here is an example of the excellent pixel art from Final Fantasy VI. And as you can see, it looks really good, it's clear, it reads well, the background is background, the foreground is foreground, the characters are unique, distinct, and, well, frankly, interesting. It looks good. But let me put this side by side with how it looked on a CRT TV. Because these games were designed for a CRT TV. Now look at it. Look at the depth. Look at how that pillar looks like it's in 3 dimensions. Look at how the door has proper shadowing on it. This was a common trick. Nowadays we love pixel art because, well, it feels retro and it looks nice and it works well. But it's easy to forget that old-fashioned pixel art was made for old-fashioned TVs. And old-fashioned TVs simply rendered differently than what we have now. The one on top here, this one on top is more accurate. Objectively, that is a more accurate representation of the pixel art. But the one on bottom here is a more accurate representation of what the pixel art was intended to look like. Remember this next time you play a retro game. Whether it's Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy V or Illusion of Gaia or any retro title, keep in mind that the good pixel art is good because of how it reads to the audience. And not because it is blocky. It's not actually a blocky interpretation. What I'm saying is you need to get a CRT TV. There are a lot of programs that will emulate the effect of a CRT TV. That's actually not uncommon, especially for emulation games. I try to only emulate games. I do only emulate games that I actually own, and I actually do have a capture card. I actually have a capture card to play Super Nintendo games on the channel. But I'm still going to run it through this filter to make it a little bit more accurate to how it was supposed to look at the time. Now, it's not perfect. If you look on here, you can see a little bit of blurriness, especially in the text at the top, which would have been more crisp, but you can also see a little bit of smoothing on these statues that make them look more like how they would have looked on a CRT. This is my stopgap in between a full CRT interpolation render and a modern pixel render. And I like it. I think it looks good. It works well for me. Which filter do I use? Let me check. Where is it? Here. Where is it? Shader, there we are. This is Super Eagle Shader. And here we find the graveyard, that little fun trick. We can't read the graves. I would have loved to be able to read the graves. I would love if they added just a little bit more lore here to be able to see. Will hears a quiet voice behind him. You've come, Will. Hello? I can't live without the protection of the flower spirit. You really look like your father. It seems like only yesterday that he came to this village. My father? Your mother, Shira, was the only daughter of your grandparents, Bill and Lola. She was very beautiful. Your father fell in love with her and took her from the village. All of the Itori tribe have a strange power, but Shinra's was especially strong. She made a barrier to hide the town, but your father came through it easily. Come to think of it, he was unusual too. Were you summoned by your father? Yes, actually. Well, that fulfills Lola's prophecy. Do you plan to go? Yes. Good. I will entrust you with the Incan statue handed down to the village. The statues are the key to the Incan riddle, untouched by human hands for hundreds of years. One statue is enshrined in the cave below. Use all of your skill to find it. In here, yeah. Hit the wall, we hear a noise, we can charge up our new move. Our new move is just this. It's called the Psionic Dash, and it's just a dash and return. We have the dash and pounce, which is going to be our bread and butter attack whenever we will. But this attack here, boom, is just it's a shoulder check. It's a run forward shoulder check, followed by a dash backwards. You've found Incan Statue A. Incan Statue Alpha. I do sometimes wonder, with as delightful as this game is, and with as 90s as the translation is, I wonder what the actual differences are between this and the original Japanese translation. I might look that up later. If there's anything interesting, I'll let you know. Is there any more gems in this place? I suppose I could check gems in here. You know what? Let's go check those other Jimnies in here. These extra jazz. Nope. This is Itori Village. It's the Incan village that Lily grew up in. What is it actually? Hang on, let me double get the exact. Is it Itori? Yep, Itori Village. Let's go talk to our grandparents. Hear what they have to say about this jackal. What? The Moon Tribe? I know. It's not a tribe, it's more like a strange shadow form. There's a high mountain peak here that's become their home. No. What? It's a great village. The breeze is refreshing.
Oh, how is the Elder? When you fought the demon at Edward Castle, did you find a shiny silver stone? That strange power in that stone. If you're defeated by an enemy, if you have 100 of them, you'll live again.
There's an old legend in this village. A child with a good heart who controls the dark power will set out to save the world. At that time, a huge comet will enter the Earth's orbit, and a dark power will arise. These are the words of the Itori legend. And the Elder, because we can talk to dead people apparently, the Elder has told us that that legend is fulfilled. Lola's prophecy, her prophecy, has been fulfilled. Let us go to the Moon Tribe, as the Elder recommends. Okay, I'll lead. I'm going too. I want to see the Moon Tribe. Since I escaped the confinement of the castle, I want to see and I want to hear everything. No, it's too dangerous for a princess. If you don't want to bother Will, you'll just wait here quietly. I'm the only one left out. Fine, I'll go talk to Grandma Lola. She's sulking. Well, it's good medicine for a selfish girl to sulk. The mountain pass will be difficult. Let's do the best we can. Will and Lily go to the peak where the Moon Tribe lives. Most episodes will be around the 2-hour mark, though we probably will go a bit long on the first episode. Ah, we've arrived. Well, here's the Moon Tribe's home. Oh, I love this music. It's just so... it's slow enough to be haunting. Let's talk to the Moon Tribe? Good evening. Are you out for a stroll? Who is it? Up, up. This body is lighter than air. What are you? Guess who? Cotton Candy's relative? Birdman? Old man's ghost. Birdman? Nong, we are the Moon Tribe. We are also known as Shadows. And here we have found the Moon Tribe. The comet is a vehicle of destruction whose evil light has changed all creatures. It's a remnant of a weapon from a terrible battle long ago. Will the world be unbearable? Yes. You're bright, but you're still immature. One of my party has been kidnapped. Do you know your destination? No. Maybe someone's chasing you. It comes once every 800 years, and this is the 4th time. The more light that reaches you, the stronger the power of the dark. What will be born of the light this time? And again, we are not of the light. We are of the dark ourselves. We will grow stronger with this, but so will the demons. Wherever there's light, there are shadows. We, who were changed by bathing in the light only once, will spend our future in a world without light. Ominous, but okay. We've transcended time and lived long. We saw the destruction of the Incan Empire. The Incan statue sleeps in the cave below. If you like, we'll give it to you. At any rate, go look in the cave. Okay. You all seem nice. You guys seem cool. So they... For Jade as a fellow princess, would you say it's too dangerous a trip? I'll wait here with Lily. This is the final shape of those touched by the comet's light. They are horrible creatures whose hearts are filled with hatred and destruction. Destroy them, and we'll give you the statue. What is it? They're pillbugs. That's not too bad. Okay. We should probably kill them first, huh? Is that them? Okay, good. Good boy. Wait, I have to do this for chat. Good boy. There you go, happy? Then I'll give you that Incan statue. Wait, come back! Okay, got it. You've found Incan statue beta. Anything in these? Nope. Are there any secrets up here? Probably not, but doesn't hurt to check. Nope, looks like nothing. Alright. Hi, Lily. Oh, that's the statue! You're great! There are 2 statues. Do you want to go to the Incan ruins? Yeah! My father summoned me there. I don't really want to fight the demons, but if my father's alive, I'll risk anything to see him. You don't really understand until you lose your parents. Heh, typical. No, I understand. Let's go to the ruins. This is the part that didn't resonate with me, because I never had any drive to find my parents. Just... all I know about my parents is that they loved me enough to put me up for adoption and not end me, and that they couldn't raise me for whatever reason. That's all I know, that's all I need to know. That was my stance, but it's still good to see someone who is an orphan. Here's the entrance to the ruins. They say that this is where the puzzle of the Incan legend is hidden. I heard the story from the Elder when I was a child. After being invaded, the Incas decided to leave their native land and, well, find a new world. They secretly built a huge ship and filled it with priceless gold and artifacts. There's no record of the ship leaving, though. It's probably the Incan gold ship in the story. I don't think the Elders ever told that story to any outsider, though. I wonder what he wants you to do. We have some ruins. We're your family now. Ooh. Oh, nothing. Wrong button. You're being so mean, leaving me behind. How could you do that? What are you doing in a place like this? It's dangerous. Well, Lola told me about the place and I've been waiting for you. I thought that you'd left me. You should tell me where you're going. What is Will looking for in the ruins? I can't just wait around. And eat. Will's working so hard. I'm waiting here for Will to return. Well, a princess wouldn't understand. I'll wait for you here, okay? Will, remember what the Elder said. Put the statue of the Larai cliff below the ruins, where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The valley wind will lead you to the gold ship. Well, did you find what you're looking for? Not yet, we just got here. Okay. They're waiting right outside. There was a tremendous wind at the Glarai Cliff. That's probably what the old man meant. I feel like I like this puzzle. I hate this hint. I feel like that's the kind of hint that you should be able to expect the player to understand. That's probably what the old man meant by the breath of spirits, the wind. Right. This is the cliff with no wind. My heart beats fast. I feel like that's unnecessary. I feel like that should have been a puzzle, as opposed to having it handed to the player. I'm assuming that in playtesting, that people just didn't get it, right? I'm assuming that that was added because players simply didn't get it, you know? And they had to change that. I imagine that had to be an intentional puzzle at one point, and there's like, okay, no one's getting this. I don't know this for certainty. I mean, it's going to be difficult to know anything for certainty of the development of a game like this, but that's my reading of it anyways. Let's try a new attack. How much does damage this do? Oh, okay, I can't use it on the staircase, which actually makes some sense. Ah! Ouch. That does 7 damage. That's a lot. But it seems a bit unreliable. Ooh, there's a thing on the floor there. Ooh, okay, you shoot diagonals right. Got it. Ooh, oh, that's all enemies here. Nice. Our defenses have increased, and thank goodness, because that actually hurt a lot. That's no things in here. Cool. I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe that inside of dungeons, the only red gems are in chests. I don't have to hunt everything the way I do in town. I could be wrong about that, but also there's no possible way to have more attack here. So immediately you have these enemies here, and we had them in the trial as well, and you remember these enemies. The first time you saw these enemies was as Frieden, where you were much, much stronger. That's a ramp. And by bringing these back here, it's like, well, your Will, who had taken an extra hit, you just feel the desire for Frieden. You feel this desire to say, gosh, I wish Frieden was here. He could have handled this a lot easier than me. I wonder, now that I know a little bit more about people who are, plural meaning what we would have called multiple personality disorder back in the day. Back in my day. I wonder if it's designed to be a representation of that. the idea of Will losing consciousness when he becomes freed is now sticking with me in a way that I didn't really think of critically or analytically when I was younger. One enemy left and no chests. Okay. Hello, buddy. HP increases give us... Nope, okay. Give us bonus recovery to health as well. You found the diamond-shaped block. It's a classic NES-style puzzle, frankly. We found a diamond-shaped block, and we found a diamond-shaped hole. But what's interesting here, I think, is this is the first time the game really reinforces the fact that enemies don't respawn. It's told to you before, but here's one of the first times you really have to backtrack through an area and say, oh, there's no enemies here. This place feels empty. This place feels barren now. This place feels unwelcoming and... yeah. Creepy. Oh, right, I need to equip it. Speedrunning this game has to be a nightmare. Sorry, just seeing the way the blocks fell and just knowing how this game uses time in general. I have to imagine that the speedrun of this game is annoying for the speedrunner who wants to go fast at all times. It's like, no. Going fast at all times literally defeats the point, the narrative intention of this game. Let's wait for this thing. Good. That dash is so nice. Oh? Ooh, a ladder. So, destroying enemies and having things spawn in the world was a common thing in Soul Blazer. That's actually how you built the town. In Soul Blazer, you play as an angel of a world that has been shattered. In Soul Blazer, you play as an angel who has to put back together the world by going into dungeons and rescuing people, creatures, objects, anything with intelligence. But in that game, they cite that not everything with intelligence is human. And you have rocks that are wise of their years. Not all rocks are intelligent, but some of them are in that game world, which is the same world as this, arguably. Certainly shares elements of it, as well as people. That's kicked us out to the entrance. Okay, understandable. Oh, it's actually just here. Oh, wait, this is actually just the entrance spot. Oh, okay, so that's... oh, okay, that's a shortcut. Nice. I didn't recognize that. Well, we go south here. They're down. It's just down. I've never played Terranigma, and I will be playing that as soon as this playthrough is over. So please look forward to that in the future, and it is completely unspoiled. I have never seen I don't know anything about Terranigma, about the third of this series whatsoever. Nice. What are you? An explorer who sought the Incan gold? In the skeleton's hand is a kind of charm. Inside is a scrap of paper. Father, please come back alive. When you find the gold ship, buy a crook. They're clutching the notes that their loved ones gave them before they left. To find gold, to find treasure. I think I can shatter these, actually. They see how they're cracked a bit? Yeah, I can. Cool. Or I can just pull them out of the way, whichever is more convenient. Maybe I'll shatter them all just in case there's like a red gem inside one or something. An herb! Wait, how else am I supposed to go up here? Hello? Wait. Do I need to attack these things through the wall? Or maybe I need to, like, play a song. Come on, buddy. We'll be at these guys anyways. We need to kill them at any rate at some point. There's a dark portal, which is nice. There's only one more of these pill bugs. They do dash to aggro when they can see me. So let's head down here and see if it'll see me from over here. Can I pull it over here? I might be going in the wrong direction. Oh, there you are. Good. This might be wrong. I don't actually know if this is even correct. Nope. Are one of these breakable? Hmm. Do we have another path to go? Hold up. That's the only other direction we can go, isn't it? Is there anything else? Yeah, that just leads to here. Let's head over to the west a little bit and see if there was something that we missed. We can jump. Oh, we can jump down here. Okay, that looks important. Where does this go? Alright, and you... Got him. Good. I will say, just because it's worth saying, RPG streams, these are more of a live recording than a stream, you know? This is a recording for a playlist. On that note, I would encourage you, if you know anybody who you think would like this, share this playlist, share this video with them. But that's also why I'm being less chat interactive, I guess, is I'm doing this more in the style of a Let's Play, which is my style of streaming in general, but more so now than normal, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got that, and there's no chests here. But I am doing delightful. The game is a wonderful thing. And it really has aged as well as I could have hoped for it to, honestly. Oh! You come straight out of the ground, eh? Probably gonna have to dash over that. Oh, you're here to support. Thank you so much! Good luck exploring all the runes. If you've already played this game, with dungeons is my favorite. I'm not gonna be talking about any of the dungeons, later dungeons right now, because I don't want to spoil things for people who haven't seen the game before. But I do love this game. It's been a very long time since I've played it, though. There we go. And you. Oh, you are... I'm gonna need Frieden to hit you, huh? This is... Bonk. Okay, nothing doing there. Yeah, I can't get you and you are refusing to move. We know that's an enemy because we just faced one of the same type a little ways away, but... if that enemy is locking something, then it has no interest in attacking us. Hey. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, there's one enemy over there and two to our left. Can this enemy get to us? Can you go through the ground here? Nope. Alright, I guess we proceed on and come back, hopefully with Frieden. Okay, there's enemies outside here before there weren't enemies outside. If I can move that gold statue, I can pass. Hello? Ow! Okay, what do you do? Are you creating a new ladder? That's actually pretty handy. That'll be good. And do you lead to a dark space, please? Oh. That looks alive. Yep. Ah! This enemy has higher defense. You see, we're only doing 1 damage to it. Oh! Oh, cool, I can move the statues. That makes sense. I'm guessing... Wait. Hold on. If I leave here and come back, will you still be awake? Maybe I think I need to move you without waking you up. Oh, this is an enemy room where the enemies do respawn. This is the first time one of those has appeared. I don't like that. I don't like that they spell out the puzzle here. Like, oh, if only something was stepping on all 4 tiles. Well, yeah. But I do like the puzzle itself. I do like the fact that these things come to life, which adds a layer of danger and concern to the puzzle. And we have to murder them. Now that we've solved the puzzle and opened the door, we have to kill them. Otherwise, we won't get our level up. Actually, I'm in a bit of danger here, health-wise, huh? Okay, okay. Pounce? Nice. Not too bad, but just annoying enough. They might get a hit in or two. There we go, there's a good angle. We found an angle. See if we can find that angle here. Get them caught in a pattern. Ah, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh yeah, and don't forget to let me hit the button. I have a button to press. Does it work? No, I'm gonna press the button again. Nope, button doesn't work. Okay, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're having a good time, dislike if you're having a bad time, fair is fair. But, you know, it'd be cool if you liked it. Just saying. Just putting that out there. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Well, we know how this dude died. His life was lost in a trap. Okay. Noted. Played out in a very nice way. You just learned that floor tiles were good, right? We just learned floor tiles are good and you should push them. Then what does the game immediately do? Ow. Hits me with this jabby spear. What does the game do? Say, hey, floor tiles ain't always good. Heads up. Just so yez know. There we go. Please have freedom. Yes! And it heals very good as well. Oh, no advice for me. Well, we will change into the Dark Knight Frighten. Free Dan. I wish we could learn more about his armor. Because his armor tells a story for sure, right? Now, one thing that attentive people will... Oh, we're hitting, like, absolute trucks now. Ow. Freedom is so strong. And we got a backtrack. Nice. One thing that attentive viewers will already have noted is that Frieden doesn't have access to Will's powers. We can't use telekinesis as Frieden. We can't use the psionic dash as Frieden. It's just not available to us. The wind in the valley plays a melody. The statue seems to be singing. We've learned the melody of the wind. Okay. That sounds useful, I guess. We could hear the statue singing. But now we have Frieden, which means we can reach that one enemy that we couldn't reach before. Yeah, and those enemies respawn. I don't know what I like more, because there's an option there, right? There's two ways that could have gone. Either the enemies could not come alive, and the puzzle would be easier since it's literally just moving a statue around. Or they could respawn, because if you destroy one, you can't solve the puzzle. They went with the latter, which is an interesting choice, right? They could have taken the path of saying, hey, if you don't have... I mean, they couldn't have blocked it permanently. They just could have done it differently. Also, check out this animation here. That's so cool. Look, that's cool. It's just cool, okay? It's just heckin' cool. And we had to be freed to get here. Oop, there you are. This is, of course, the area that we were in earlier, but now we can actually clear out the rest of the enemies in here. And yeah, giant floating Incan heads was what I was saying about it maybe not being the most sensitive towards Incan culture. Despite being a celebration of the Inca in this moment, it is still perhaps not the best celebration thereof. I don't think it's like, you know, quote-unquote problematic or anything. It's just, you know, interesting to note at the very least. This is supposed to be showing respect and love for that culture. Even it... Hello? There we go. By portraying their stuff. In a modern era, some people could be offended by seeing the interpretations and saying, well, that's not terribly a sensitive way of doing that. It's showing the stereotypes of the culture. Well, it's not intended that way. It's intended to be showing some of the interpretations in the art from the perspective of people who have never seen it before, you know? I don't know. I think it's interesting at the very least. Right, so there's a jump pad there. When I play Terra Enigma, be sure to apply the NTSC patch. Ah, okay. I don't know what that is, but when it happens, I'm sure you'll remind me. Ah! I know there's a patch for this game to make running a button press as opposed to a double tap. I think it's fine to double tap to run, and I don't know how to install the patch, so I just didn't bother. I'm playing in the original format with just the only difference between this and the original Super Nintendo version is the shader. There's a chest in here. Hello, how do you do? Found an herb. Do you say herb or herb? I don't know. I kind of switch between them depending on my mood. Make no mistake, we must kill everybody. Fortunately, this game doesn't give us a whole lot of, like, you know, innocence to make us and try to make us feel bad for killing them, but the game does sometimes make us feel like we have to seek out enemies for all of the concerns that can apply. You don't come alive, but you are listed as an enemy. I'm guessing there's a trap down here? Yeah. Now you all become alive, got it. We must destroy them all. Your defense has increased. Okay. Well, that's everything in here. There we go. I wonder, actually, now I'm even more interested about the speedrun, because killing all enemies is how you level up. I wonder how they treat that. Because it'd be faster not to kill the enemies, certainly. Oh, nice. It would be faster not to kill the enemies, certainly. Well, at the same time, that does make for a less smooth experience, right? That makes the the game, I don't know. That makes the game a lot harder in the higher levels, because you're going to be running at not just the HP deficit, because the speedrunner doesn't care about that, but you will be at a damage deficit. Maybe you only gather the attack ones? I have no idea. Wouldn't want to be hitting for 0 against high defense enemies, though, that's for certainty. Oh, on note, ominous. There's 2 enemies up here, too. Oh, and 5 over there. Okay, so there's more enemies. There's plenty more enemies in here. Got it. Ah! Buddy. Well, I guess we'll try to spring this trap then first. Yeah, okay. Ow. Ah! Okay, walked into that one. There we go. Yep, no benefit from that, other than the glory question mark of actually killing the enemies. We are running a little bit low on health, but we have the herbs to heal us, so we're fine. We just have to remember to use them before we die horrible deaths. Oh, nice. And then we got a health up. We're good. We're fine. We're great. We're beautiful. And no treasure chests in here either, so we are good on this zone. I think there's only no other way to go, so we just continue forward. Zero enemies, 0 chests. Well, this looks like a puzzle. We don't... We'll just do a quick walk on all these tiles. Gonna be one of those things where the key is in the next room. Oh, no, this is the next room? Oh, we don't have any hints here. Oh, we stepped on all the tiles. Let's just double check. Maybe we need to be Will. Wait a minute, what if we need to be Will to use his ESP to solve this? That would make sense, because he would be able to know... or to read that. I'm going to make the read that the answer to that solution puzzle... Wait, what's in the middle here? Is there anything in there? There's something in the middle there. I'm gonna make the read that we need to be Will. Oh wait, there's another path here. Oh, wait, is this... Okay. Let's switch back to Will for now. And see if we can solve that there. This game is an unknown classic. It really is. I would... You know what's also weird? Is like when I was looking for a thumbnail artwork, there's very little artwork of this game too. Note about the Incas. They have no written language, they bless their legends in sound. I've succeeded in deciphering the Incan melody of the wind. Chant in the golden room. Does that mean to play the melody of the wind there? Oh, okay. Well, we had to be Will anyways. So we cleared this area earlier, and we got a red jewel for our troubles. Fantastic. Hey, buddy. I'm assuming the golden room... Oh, wow. These things drop in 2 hits. Nice. I'm assuming the golden room is that one room that we were just in. That would just make sense, right? Buddy, give me my sword up. And yeah, again, we are hitting things with our flute. We just have a really strong flute. This still works. Alright. Oh, right. Equip the melody of the wind, actually. Not Lola's melody, but the wind melody. When touched by the echo of the flute, the gold block began to glow. We just have to stand on it and stay here? Let's do that for... There we go. Is there another block? Do we need to move something there? We have a block. But what do we do with it? Maybe it's time. Maybe it is time. A lot of things in this game are time. Let us simply lie here. That's also something that we couldn't solve, or wouldn't be likely to solve, randomly, right? There it is. Yep, we just had to sit there and wait. A puzzle that I suppose we probably could have solved without switching to Will, but certainly that would have made things much harder. We have a new section of this map. Then you will fight a huge enemy. When he suffers damage, rays of light will shoot from his head. If you suffer damage, hide behind him. Okay. I will take Frieden. And I do want to say thank you to everybody here who's following me on this journey. Oh wait, I actually probably need to be Will to play that music, don't I? Actually, hold on, I need to be Will here. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody who is watching this. Whether you're watching live or on the playlist, I really appreciate you guys showing up. It means the world to me. Okay, what's over here? Is this another... Here we go. This is probably going to be the statue beta, right? Nope, that's going to be the statue alpha. Okay. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Gosh, you want to talk about culturally insensitive, there you go. Wait, oh. No? Okay, let's see if we can go back actually real quick. No enemies here, right? No. Oh, we actually didn't even have a... Oh, we can't even attack here. This is a completely non-combat zone. Okay. We do have a backtrack though, because I want to be Frieden for the boss fight. I am just still pondering this idea of Will losing consciousness and what that could mean. What does Will see or feel when we are controlling Frieden? Frieden can make this jump, right? We can make this jump in plate mail? Oh no, I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. This is still, after all... This is, after all, a video game. Okay, there's a lot going on here. That's half the enemy's health. And that's the majority of the enemy's health. Oh, jeez. Ah. Alright, so looks like we just have to beat up the claws first, which isn't actually that hard. There's just a lot going on, because we have something going on diagonal, something going linearly as well. Ah! Okay, that hurt a lot. That hurt a billion damage worth. Ah, okay. Ah. Come on, try to hit me with your... Jeez. Stop chasing me so hard. There we go. Alright, and now you... We just go brute force now, right? Good. Good. That was a little close, but we're fine. After the demon disappears, Will returns to his original shape. That would have been harder with Will. Huh. That would have been significantly harder. Yeah, I'll jump down in the giant pit. That sounds like a fantastic idea. We're here. The Incan gold ship. I feel like someone's there. Oh. Let's try our songs out of curiosity. Nope. Look, the king's returned. And he's much shorter.
It's the king. Are you safe?
I'm the king? I imagine... How do we get this kid to move? Hello, I would like to get to the crow's nest. Okay, understood.
King, you're safe. Now we can set sail. Oh, what a happy occasion. We've waited for you for such a long time.
The queen's in the stateroom. Please show her that you're okay. This seems bad. This seems super hecking ominous. We have all of the people of... Am I winning? I am winning. Oh, King, are you looking around the ship? Oh, you must be tired. Please, rest in this bed. I'm not gonna do that yet. I am concerned. I have so many concerns. This, has been hidden here. You're all dead. You're definitely all dead, huh? Why must we flee? This is our home. Yeah, this is, huh?
The mystic statue's in the box. Preparations are being set to make sail. Well, can you go to the crow's nest? You can watch the ship set sail.
It's a mystic statue. This is what our father told us to collect. Without telling us why, mind you, he simply said that we must collect these. But when he speaks, when our father speaks from a disembodied voice inside of our musical instrument, you listen. You listen to their voice inside the instrument, okay? You just listen to the. Okay, it's just a good idea.
Through the darkness, a bright light is visible in front of the cave. As the ship set sail, that light represented the freedom that we had just won.
As the ship set sail, past tense, that light represented the freedom that we had just won. This is a memory. This has to be a memory. The queen is still wearing the ring she got from the king. That's right. It's the ring we gave her when we were separated by the invaders. Since then, she has thought of nothing but him.
Good. You've returned safely. Well, as you were told, until now I've been guarding the mystic statue of wind.
That's the statue we were awarded by the spirits.
It's in the jewel box in the storehouse below. Look for yourself.
I mean... If you go to a memory, definitely eat the food. Eat the food, drink the wine, and sleep in their beds. It's just polite, right? It's just polite. And when are you going to have another opportunity to drink the Fey spirits? Like, come on. You gotta. It's not. It's fine. And I don't think there's any jewels on here. At least none that chat's told me about, and I've looked around pretty well. So let's just prepare to set sail with the memory of the Incan golden ship. Sounds a bit more Tolkien than Incan to me, but you know.
Oh, Short King, look there. The ship is coming out of the cave.
And now the memory is complete. Complete with an environment.
After living in darkness so long, the brightness is like a new beginning. How can invaders come to destroy a world as beautiful as this?
And now we're sailing with the Incans. Does anybody have new dialogue? Waited for you for such a long time. Maybe we'll talk to the queen again, I suppose. But we probably don't want to be stuck in this dream. Call it a hunch. It might not be a great idea. Holy heck, what console is this on? The parallaxing looks amazing on the sea. This is a Super Nintendo game. I am using I am using a slate shader to make it look more like it was on a CRT TV. But no, this game was released on the Super Nintendo. And this is Mode 7. That's a Mode 7 background shader. It looks spectacular. It really does. This game is a fantastic visual game. It really is. I love it so much. Everything about this game is a delight, and I hope that you experience. I hope that you're enjoying this as much as I am. We don't have anything else to do here. Let's go to a deep sleep and get pulled inside. I fell into a deep sleep and was pulled inside a dream. A new dream? Because I'm pretty sure this is a dream. Oh no, we're in a deeper dream. We are in a deeper dream now. That's fantastic. That's very healthy for us. I love this for us. This is great. Nope, we wanted this. Mother? Will's mother, Shira. Look in the sky. The comet is so beautiful. After years and years, the comet approaches Earth, then recedes. Some say it's an unlucky star. Some say it's a lucky star. What do you think? Comets are... In most cultures, comets were seen as ill omens, not as lucky ones. The idea of the lucky shooting star is a purely, like, I don't even know exactly where that came from, but in most cultures, it's unlucky. Ah, well, let's hope that bad luck doesn't come. Will, I am always watching over you. I am always watching over you. Will! Will, wake up! You're back late, so the elder read your fortune? He said that you were on floating with some ship on the sea? I'm kind of surprised. You were acting strange, so we followed you. We reached a strange town? Well, don't call it strange, I was born there. It's invisible. I'd call that pretty strange. Well, look, you can't go on a journey without telling us. We're friends. We have to share good times and bad. This is where the Inca were standing. Let's go see our queen. Ooh. Hi, Kara. They perished, waiting for the king's return. I can't stand things that disrupt people's peaceful lives. The queen's mummy sleeps silently. There's a gold ring on her long, slender, bony finger. That ring! That must be one of the artifacts put on the ship. This is the most valuable of all the artifacts. Many people lost their lives trying to get rich by finding this ring. I want it. It's so pretty. I really must have it. Have you no shame? You could be cursed. What? Maybe it belongs to Riverson? In this part of the ocean, there are fish that are as dangerous as sharks. Sharks are actually not that dangerous. Sharks get a bad rap. Are you okay? Ah!
That's Seth. It's coming from the deck.
Real quick check down here. I'm assuming there's going to be nothing but corpses. Yep. This is where the Inca were standing. That's it. That's all there is. Corpses. I missed my last chance. It says when you wake up, talk to Seth. Oh, we missed a jewel. Okay, I'll get the jewel in between episodes. You know what? I think you're right. Yeah.
What happened to Seth? What happened to Seth? Something's happened.
It's Seth! A huge, enormous, giant fish ran into the ship! Seth fell in the water. He was swallowed.
What was that?
I just want to say that this is how things look. Sorry, just taking a brief moment here to think. Okay. Just... Is that fish again? Won't be dessert!
Stop crying and grab this or you'll be falling overboard.
Ah! Welcome to this. We'll be completing this segment. You've come too? I've lost everyone. Are you okay? Honestly, no. Of course, you were unconscious for more than half a day. I've read about being adrift, but I never thought it would happen to me. Disasters sometimes happen suddenly. Actually, hold on for one brief tick here. One brief moment. I return. So, there's an episode of... And you feel like Disney may have had something to do with Lucky Star? Honestly, you're probably right. That probably is very much that. So, there's an episode of Survivor Man, which is a... You know Bear Grylls, how he goes out and does survival stuff, but not really because he has a camera crew like 5 feet away, and if you pan the camera around, you can see a highway? Bear Grylls is not really a survivalist. I mean, he's a survivalist, but he's not really a good example of one. If you ever want a real experience with it, watch Survivor Man with Les Stroud. One of his episodes is Adrift at Sea, where he goes out adrift at sea, he films all of his own stuff, and he talks about what it's like to survive in dangerous situations. Don't be upset. Don't think about the future. Just enjoy the drifting. I'm starved. I'll have that meat we brought from the castle. He says that one of the scariest episodes that he's done is Adrift at Sea. He has a GPS phone. A phone that should work everywhere in the world. And it didn't work. He was genuinely stuck at sea. It wasn't like he could call and have a team lift him out of there. He was lost at sea. And he said that this is some of the hardest conditions that you can survive. And we have another example here of time. We can't do anything. Genuinely. We must wait. Because it's one thing for a game to say, and then the protagonist was adrift at sea for several days. That's easy. That is one line of dialogue, right? And then Will and Kara were adrift at sea. It's another thing to have to sit and watch as nothing happens. A beautiful ocean. Somebody who we are getting to know. A couple of herbs in our inventory and a leg of yak. We bit off some of the meat. It was better than any food we'd ever had. Drifting. Day 2. Beautiful. Even after seeing it day after day, I still never get tired of it. What are you doing? The poor fish! She won't stand for us attacking the fish. Yep, we just have to sit here and reflect. Also, if you're scrubbing the video forward to the next plot point, shame on you. I get it, but shame on you. Time passed slowly, with nothing to break the monotony. Kara just stared at the fish all day. Will couldn't stand it. He walked around on the raft and talked to Kara many times. A minute seemed like forever, but he could hear the march of time. Drifting. Day 4. I have a premonition. Help is coming. What? Something drifting here? Can we pull something in? There was a letter in the jar. The contents read, "We're on a ship on our way to be sold as forced labor in an unknown land." Seth got caught by slavers. Or Sam, if anyone read this, please save us. That was Seth's dialogue color, though. My premonition. You said you wanted to be saved, but it's me who needs to be saved. I'm so starved. Well, you should have caught the fish. If you had... I can't hurt such a pretty fish. Are you saying it's better to starve? Raw fish give me the creeps. I can't eat it. Besides, the fish is fighting to stay alive. Fish feel pain. Have you ever thought about how the fish feels? Go ahead and eat it if you want. I'm not going to. Kara didn't say anything all day. Typical princess. Such a bother. He reached at the end of his rope. If he didn't eat more, he thought he would starve. Also, you will notice our health actually has gone down to 0. Kara still won't talk to us. But we need to restore our health. We need to get our health back. It's an excellent use of using the game's own mechanics to represent something outside of the regular gameplay. The health bar representing, well, hunger in this case. In general, that's as much as we need. Do you want some? I will. I'm sorry I talked to you that way yesterday. I'll try to eat the fish. I can't do anything if I starve. Only in peacetime can you refuse food you don't like. I love that quote. I really do. Only in peacetime can you refuse food that you don't like. Let's catch a fish. A good one. Will... Oh. Happily, Kara ate some fish. Will found that he was starting to develop feelings for Kara. Again, if this was just a few moments, it wouldn't be impactful. If this was just they drifted, it wouldn't mean anything. The stars are beautiful. If I were taller, I could reach them. Surely Lily and Lance are looking at the same star-studded sky. If I could talk to the stars, I could find out where everyone is. There seems to be an extra star in the constellation of Cygnus, and you can see it on the screen right now. I have a red star. Yeah, that red star. Shall we make a wish upon that star? I have a feeling it'll come true. Will, you close your eyes too. I hope for everyone's safety. And for my father. Aw, that little tuck in at the end there. Day 18. We've been adrift for almost 3 weeks now. Hasn't your hair got a little longer? Just a little. Kara doesn't act like a spoiled princess now. If you told someone that she was one of the island girls, no one would doubt it. Oh, it's terrible. What is that there in the water? Maybe a shark? We could be eaten. What should we do? Oh, I didn't mention it before, but this telekinesis power also functions as a shield. I believe this also is how we block things. But no, we can't affect these. They are circling. They're circling our raft, but they're not attacking. Let's think about this. Nothing. We have to wait this out. I'm pretty sure that's all we can do. We just have to wait this out. I've got it. They're not hungry. My grandpa told us that they only attack humans when they're not hungry. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. My grandpa told me that only humans attack living things when they're not hungry. Then what we're doing is not unusual for human behavior. We didn't eat fish until we were starving. That's right. They're going. Goodbye, sharks. Drifting, day 21. It doesn't explain how we had access to fresh water, but when I was in the castle, I loved watching the sunset. The sunset was so beautiful from the corridor of the castle. And now I've come to hate it. After the sunset, the darkness comes. I thought I'd never see the sunrise again. But since you're with me, I see a beautiful sunrise every morning. With you by my side, I can enjoy even times like these. I've wanted to say the same things to you, but somehow the words just wouldn't come out. I just nodded, saying nothing. Suddenly, Will fell over, unconscious. Will? Will! What's wrong? Oh no, wake up! Don't leave me here alone! You can wake him up now. He'll be fine with some vitamin C. It's scurvy. It's a disease caused by a long-term lack of it. Columbus crew contracted it once. It's really nothing to worry about now. When it gets worse, the blood gets bad, and the skin can turn black. The gums bleed, body starts decaying. No, I don't want to hear this! No, you're fine. I'm glad you're okay, though. Okay, but you know best. Thank you, sir. You should thank the dog outside. He's the one who found your raft. He came to got me. Will, wake up! We've reached land. We're saved. We're safe. I do want to point out in that last scene, there are moments where it's not clear if it's Will talking out loud to Kara, or Will the narrator talking in a narration voice. I always took that to be an interpretation of, frankly, Will's sanity leaving him. As he begins to succumb to the monotony and the scurvy, I don't think Will is sure if he said that out loud or not. We're at the home of a kind man who saved us. You've been tossing in your sleep. I kept putting blankets on you, but you'd throw them off.
This is the north outskirts of Oakton. It's the city of Freja is a half day to the north. If you're looking for your friend, you should look in a big town.
Anyway, let's go to Freja. This is the red jewel I missed on my first playthrough. This is where we're going to call it for today. We're going to end here and open up next town, heading towards the town of Freja. This next episode will be on Friday, unless I'm mistaken. And it will be live streamed, and it will become a video in the playlist shortly thereafter. Thank you all for joining me. I will go back and get the red gem that was missed. Thank you very much for helping me do that. And thank you for joining me. It really does mean the world to me that you all, well, that you all wanted to stay and watch this with me. Our last save is still before the last boss, so I'm going to go all the way back to that last save, refight the boss, collect that red jewel that we missed, and then I'll stall the game here until the next episode. Thank you all, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you again real soon. Good night, and I love you.